Guys, I've been back for like 20 seconds. Thank you so much, Toot, for the resub. That is 20 months. That is almost a year. Oh my god, thank you so much. And Toot also showing off some of their new stream emotes. And Cheryl, thank you so much for the resub with Prime. Thank you for using your Bezos dollars on me. They are currently, they have, Charles been subscribed for 9 months. That means that we have a Twitch baby. So we have to decide what our Twitch baby is named. And we've got more adorable Mothman emotes from Toot. And Bongo's back to you, Cheryl. Thank you guys so much for the resubs right off the bat. Now, I usually leave up the starting screen for a little bit longer than I currently am. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna heck with some audio settings here. Okay, I think that might be a little bit better. Cheryl says too sleepy to think of baby names. Or Darl, or Shach. Oh, my mic didn't pick up my I just laughed right there. Usually I would leave up the starting screen for a little bit longer, but we have a guest on the desk, and I don't want to say their name in case they run away, but I also want you guys to see what's happening. Let's just bring the camera down a little bit. Look who came to visit! Oh heck, thank you so much. I heard a bump bump bump. It might have been a delayed bump bump bump. My stream alerts are a little bit strange. So yeah, this one doesn't get there. See, that's exactly why I wanted to show you guys. Because this very rarely happens. But yes, I have started clearing off the entire space in front of me on my desk because every single cat in the house has decided that this is their new place to set up, except for Bella. Bella still tries to sit directly on me. Oh, I forgot my caption. Testing captions, testing captions, testing captions. All right, awesome. Well, I'm back. I missed you guys. I missed you a lot, actually. I am so glad. Hi, Banks. Cute. Your little face. I am so glad to be back. I really did miss you guys while I was gone. I was on vacation last week. And it's like, yes, my work right now is streaming and pattern design and social media promotion for said streaming and pattern design. But I still need a vacation from vacation good. Like, as we always say here in the coach, take easy also important. And taking scheduled easy is better than taking easy than not taking easy and then your body taking easy for you. So I am being better about scheduling myself vacations. So I was sick last week, so I started my vacation a couple days early. But yeah, so yesterday was my last day of vacation. I am back now. Do streaming, social media, all that kind of stuff. Beyonce, welcome in. Good morning. Okay, do you guys want to see Binks or the stitching? I don't think I can get both of them in without also showing my computer screen. Let's see. Okay, that's all right. We can do both. Here we go. But it was a good week off. It was nice. What am I trying to say? So there's a streamer, a YouTuber that I follow. She goes by Jessica and the Moon now. She used to be Jessica the Story Witch. And she talks about taking a cauldron month, which is when she just kind of takes a month off. I don't know if you guys heard that, but if you did, sorry. She talks about taking a month off to just kind of like recharge her, not just her creative juices, but also just children. Oh, I'm so sorry. Might have to play with my noise suppression noise gates a little bit more. Also, slightly different mic setup, you might have noticed. The one thing that I can't get it to cut out are my ketchup breaths. That catch up, not ketchup. Most of you know that I have lung damage, and I occasionally have to do like a really quick like little ketchup inhalation. And usually those don't get picked up by the mic, or I'm able to mute them or lean away from the mic, which I'm not able to do right now. If you hear a really sudden sharp intake of breath, I'm okay. That's just how my lungs function. But yeah, Jessica talks about taking a cauldron month to basically just recharge, to let everything simmer. And that's why it's called a cauldron month. You just kind of let stuff simmer. You don't touch it. You just let it cook. I feel like this past week has really been a cauldron week for me. I've come back. I've got renewed energy, renewed creative energy. There's so many patterns I want to design, so many ideas I've got. I'm really excited to get back to it. I am almost ready to start planning for Q2. So I'm going to be doing like a whole new batch of designs. And yeah. And I also did get a lot of stitching done. I finished a piece, which you know for me. I can actually show you guys what I finished. Good morning, Moon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, this is the piece that I just finished this past week. This is Tempest Snake from Fine Frog Stitching. I think I worked on it on stream for like a minute, and I might have shown it off during last week's or week before last's whip / finish parade, because it's kind of both. So this is the one that I just finished, but it goes with this one, which Toot finished like months ago. So I don't know which way we're gonna display them, but yeah, this is gonna be the morning, Moon. We're doing good. Pao looks angry. Yes, they're theirs and their storm snakes. This is what I say about Bella, like, isn't content with sitting on the desk. She needs to sit upon me. Pao probably looks angry because Pao is angry. She's disappointed with her lack of banana and her lack of treat eat. We're doing okay here. Moon says I'm okay. My partner's having a snow day, and I wish I did too. Yeah, I know most of the east coast of North America is getting hit with this massive snowstorm. And I think other parts of North America are getting hit with similar or different storms. But yeah, it's we're getting it too. We got a ton of snow last night. We got a ton of snow last night. We're supposed to get more today, more tomorrow. So we're just hunkering down. We are not going anywhere. We are stitching and drinking tea and all that good stuff. Charles says, boo, you should have a snow day. Ignore the fact that I work from home on a computer. I should totally have a snow day. Yeah, you should totally have a snow day. Oh, Charlotte didn't get as much snow as they were expecting, but it might still later. There are 1.5 feet of snow on the sidewalk right now where Moon's at. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of snow. And I mean, like, it really depends on how much snow the area you're in usually gets. Like, I'm sure the city where Moon is equipped to handle that much snow, whereas that would be completely crippling for somewhere else. Bella, my love, you're getting antsy. You're doing that thing where you want cuddles, but you're also overstimulated. You're gonna bite me as soon as I touch you. Stay there. Stay there. Okay. So this is a piece that Toot, I did not finish this one. Toot just finished it. Let's see if I can get, oh yeah, it's got gold sparkle in it. But yeah, I want it off too because it looks good. But yeah, Toot just finished this. It's gonna be the March Patreon pattern. So if you guys are a member of the Patreon, you will get this tier 2 or higher. You'll get this pattern for free in your inbox in March. If you're not a member of the Patreon, you should go and become a member of the Patreon. We're currently running a poll for all paid members about which mini you'd like to see. So this is one of my minis. I do a ton of different minis. And every month my members get to vote on which mini they'd like to see. Now we're running a poll based on Black History Month. I think Maya Angelou is still winning, so you can go and vote in that. I'm closing the votes in 2 days, and then I'll design a mini and send it out to the members. And Cheryl enjoying Toot's new emotes as well. So yeah, I turned this little guy into some emotes for Toot's channel. Which, if you do not follow Toot, just do all the shoutouts. If you follow Toot already, they do no commentary, no talking gameplay here on Twitch. And also on YouTube as well. So, yeah, they stream 4 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And they do mostly horror games with a little bit of played up. And it's the perfect stitching background. Along too. And Toot is right. Yes, this one's different than the pole minis. Pole minis are just the mini. They don't have a background. They don't have a detail. They're usually like just very small not a whole lot of detail. Yeah, so these cryptids come with the full background. I did one that was a Yeti for December, and I've got a bunch more planned in this series. So yeah, check those out. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Lady K. That just fell over and you guys could see it go. Okay. So speaking of the Patreon, what I'm working on here, that I've been working on since stream started, and I'm almost done. This is actually, you guys are getting a preview. This is going to be March's free pattern. So you can pick up the free patterns on Ko-fi. You don't have to be a Patreon member. But if you sign up for the free Patreon membership, you basically just get like a newsletter from me along with the free pattern of the month right in your inbox. Oh, thank you for the coffee. Like, there we go. So if you want, you can grab the same freebie either way. I think it's just easier if you do it through Patreon and then you don't have to remember to go and grab it. So this is going to be March's. And I am almost finished. If you guys grabbed January's, it was Cozy Spring Cat, Cozy Winter Cat, and it had a cute little cat sprawled out in front of a winter landscape window thing. So this is the Cozy Spring Cat. And I am so close to being finished. I was actually like, I was hoping to finish it last night. And I had so little left to go, but I was like, no, I need to actually like stop doing what I'm doing and sleep. Where has Pow gone? Sleep is important, Lady K. Very, very important. Another like little window. It's got the cute cat who you may recognize, and then we've got some spring trees dropping blossoms in the background. And all I have left to do is finish off this little bit of the frame, because it was a color that Toot was using for a project and I ran out. I took like one strand of it and I thought that was going to be enough. It was not enough. No, it was not enough. Hey, old guy cross stitcher. You love the cute cat and you are ready for the spring? Absolutely. We were just talking about the snow here. I don't know if you got hit with it where you are, but yep. Yeah. We certainly did. So we are having a very cozy, chill, hibernating kind of day. I am so happy to be back to streaming after taking a cauldron week. So I'm sure other creative people do this too, but like I get a lot of ideas right before I'm falling asleep for patterns and things, and I try to make notes or like do a little quick sketch before I fall asleep, just so like I don't lose the idea. And I woke up one morning, I had absolutely no memory of writing this, and I didn't write down any details, but I'm pretty sure I figured out what it is that I was meaning to design, because the note I wrote to myself was, if this you see, remember it's a me. So that sounds like a fun pattern to design. It's a me. Old guy's in Northern Virginia and you got about 7 inches of snow. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think we're going on about a foot. I've heard the plows out and about, so they'll stay on top of it. Carl says my pre-sleep ideas are not good. Yeah, Moon and Beyonce got it. Got the idea. I think it's like a traditional Mario sampler. Which I think would be fun. Like, there's lots of very, very recognizable clothes and buildings and things like that that would be good for that. Yes, Nightbot asking what everyone is hydrating with. It's got tea, and hydrating power. It's got water. Lovely, lovely. Sorry, that was off screen a little bit. Carl has tea and lemon. Excellent. Seven-Up Zero and a peach propel. Delicious. Old guy's got black coffee. Nice. If I'm drinking like a really like nice quality coffee, I'll do it black. But I drink Maxwell House Instant, so I like to have some creamer or something in it that's got some flavor. Come on, get in the hole. Thank you. Yeah, so this little guy will be available March 1st on the Patreon and the coffee. I was gonna just work on, because you can see I've got Coffee Possum up there. I was just gonna work on that during stream, but I was like so close to being done this. And I just wanted to get it finished. Charles says coffee is an ingredient for you. I like it with milk and chocolate. Makes good drinks. Yeah, that's good too. I do like a good coffee flavored like cream. Not cream, but mousse. Mousse is the word I was looking for. In a modest show of support for Canada, I'm about to start a 2-pound bag of Tim Hortons. My condolences. Sorry, that was not kind. I hope you enjoy your Tim Hortons. I don't know. Okay, so there's a story there. Tim Hortons has been Canada's drink of choice since 1954. Tim Horton was a hockey player, and he started a coffee shop, and in the beginning it only sold coffee and donuts. And then it kind of like expanded across the country and added more stuff. And everyone would go to Tim Hortons. Like that was your routine, is you went to Tim Hortons. And then in 2009, 2010, 2011, around there, McDonald's opened like their new McCafe thing in Canada, and they did an end run around Tim Hortons and stole their coffee supplier. So McDonald's coffee is actually Tim Hortons coffee, and Tim Hortons coffee is a new supplier. So that's why Tim Hortons coffee isn't as good as it used to be, and why McDonald's coffee is good. Moon says betrayal and new shitty supplier. Yeah. But a lot of people still go to Tim Hortons because of, you know, like brand loyalty and stuff. So I don't think it's the same. I don't think the McDonald's Canada supplier is the same as the McDonald's US supplier. But yeah. So if you're ever like wondering why... Hey! Sorry. Fight broke out on my desk. I apologize for how loud that must have been. That was Bella going after Early. I'm so sorry about that. Yes, no control over the kidders, but I shouldn't have yelled. I do apologize. I do appreciate that, old guy. I meant to put up a Nightbot command that, I would like to keep this relatively politics-free. I know a lot of us are deeply affected by what's going on in the States right now. But, it's a, this is a safe space for everybody, and, I want it to be a safe, chill, relaxing space where we don't really have to deal with that right now, for at least 2 hours. But I do appreciate the support. It's been an interesting time shopping Canadian. Sorry, that was one of those ketchup breaths I was talking about. Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. So I'm also allergic to cat fur. I'm allergic to cats. So when that kerfuffle broke out, it kind of like released a cloud of cat hair into my enclosure. So my lungs don't like that. Charles winning Moon the Star. Alright, so I have finished. We finished our cozy spring cat. Liking the way that looks. So I'm gonna get set up here for Coffee Possum while we take our break. So if you're watching on YouTube, just enjoy the vibes. On Twitch, I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads. Either way, go grab a drink, go grab a snack, whatever you gotta do, unshrimp. I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. Okay, we're back. All right. Hello, hello. Okay, so I've got Coffee Possum here. This is a pattern by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. Sorry. Pattern by Mama Witch Cross, who you know is our downfall. We're in her Patreon, and she actually sent out a new sorry, one sec. I figure out where I'm to here. She actually sent out a new pattern this morning to the Patreon, which is a possum drinking tea and eating cookies. So that's dangerous for people in this household, because this pattern here was a freebie on, I believe, her Facebook, but and I pretty much I saw it and started it about 30 minutes later, so I needed it. It was a very impulsive start. What are you doing in your food dish? A lot of glare on that. Let me see if I can fix that. I can't really see the details in Possum's face. That's better. But yeah, Mama Witch is a danger zone. There's another one of hers that I want to start fairly soon, but I'm also trying to get the number of whips I have down. But, so I had like 4 that I want to finish, and Tempest Snake was one of them, and that's finished. Cozy Spring Cat was another one, and that's finished. The Test Stitch for Tiny Garden is one of them, and that one is very close to being finished. But obviously I'm not doing that one on stream. And then this guy is only 37% of the way finished, which I feel like that should be more than that. But I guess the actual like coffee stand is quite a big chunk of stitching. And then of course there's back stitching and beads, Mama Witch beads. There's back stitching and French knots and beads and things. Although, speaking of Tiny Garden, I did want to show you guys something. Peter's having a moment. I did want to show you guys something, actually. So, if you don't know, I'm going to put it up in chat. Tiny Garden is... Aha! It was on top of it. Tiny Garden is the mystery sal that I'm running. I know a lot of you have already signed up, and I super that. So I just created a little, like, trailer for it. The trailer, reel, TikTok thing that I'm going to put up. I'm just going to pause the music. So you guys are going to be the first to see this, and it's going to go up on social media probably later today. But let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Really short little, like, teaser for reels and stuff. I'll play it again in case you weren't looking. Because it's only 14 seconds long, so... Yeah. I am not great at creating TikToks and Reels and things like that, so I'm very pleased when I can do that. Moon says it's so cute. Thank you. And Olga, thank you so much for pointing out the discrepancy in the color. It was a combination of a typo and me forgetting to include a piece of information. So I'm very, very grateful that you pointed that out. I was able to send out that patch note as quickly as I could. Moon says that is false. You do great at them. Thank you, Moon. The one thing, like, okay, so on TikTok, not on TikTok, on Instagram, Reels and, like, stories, not so much Reels, stories you can only do from your phone. And I only do TikTok, wow, I only do Instagram on my PC because I schedule all my posts ahead of time because I am a boomer. So I never do stories because I am so bad at creating them. And then I always hit the wrong button and, like, post them before I'm done. I'm just really bad at stories. I think I need to, like, figure out if I can use Instagram on BlueStacks or something to just be able to do stories more easily. I don't know, it's just, I am a boomer. It's just more of a, for me, media is a big screen activity, not a little screen activity. Charles says I don't watch enough of those kinds of videos to evaluate them, but it seems nice. Videos are supposed to be wider than they are tall. Yep. I am not really a boomer. I am a millennial. I just feel like a boomer sometimes. I'm an elder millennial. I think that's the correct term. 87. So like, yeah. Charles says, I'm as elder as a millennial can be without being Gen X. Yeah, I'm somewhere up there. Oops. I missed a stitch. That's okay. We'll get it on the next on the next run. My camera just flashed. I don't know if I'm having tech issues or sight issues. Old guy says I'm an actual boomer and can definitely relate. Yeah, I think I saw somewhere, like, kids these days have a difference between, like, they can do everything on their small screen, whereas millennials have, like, they've got small screen tasks and then big screen tasks, and for me, media is a big screen task. So I just need to, you know, adapt, overcome. Ask the youth for help. I'm part of a group of designers that we just chat and share info, share tips, that kind of thing, and some of them have been very, very helpful in upping my social media game. Carol says, I only use my phone when I'm out or too tired to sit up or to play Stardew. Like, I don't know how you play Stardew on your phone. I feel like that would just be way too small for me. Okay, says it's partially a question of eyesight. Yeah, it is. I tried getting reading glasses. They did not help. They did not help. Cheryl says I can't play it on the laptop. You're so bad at laptop game. I can't do it with mouse and keyboard. I need a controller. So I'm working on Coffee Possum, obviously. What are you guys working on while you're hanging out with me? I'd love to know. It says Snick. It's just snakes all the way down in this house. Charles, take easy. Beyonce, also take easy. Trying to get out of bed. Dude is dying. All of the above. Dude is very not feeling well, unfortunately. It is worrisome. Well, guys, working on a pattern from Dee's 20 Stitches called We Protect Us. Oh, I love that pattern. I love Dee. Dee is just such a vibe. Dee's 20 Stitches. He's a Canadian trans creator designer, floss tuber, etc. Does some really fun little designs. And really, really cool, large designs. It says they're very sick. There's a difference. Yes, they're very, very sick. Oh, thank you, Charles. Moon is supposed to be working, but picking at your cuticles instead. I need to do my nails. Sorry, did you say nab and trans? I said Canadian and trans. Deonza says that makes more sense. Yeah, Canadian and trans. I believe that he's based out of Vancouver, British Columbia somewhere. Wrong. I know he's just not close to me. That's all I remember. You're trying to figure out what knob or nabe is? Yeah, no, it was Canadian. Canadian was the word. Charles says, I think my finger will be better enough to stitch. Thanks for improvised 24 hours of cross stitch. Yay! Awesome. So yeah, if you guys are familiar with the Giddy Stitcher Michelle on YouTube, over in her Discord server, we kind of like announce 24 hours of cross stitch weekends. We feel like it. Beyonce announced that there would be one this weekend. So we're doing an impromptu, ad hoc, 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. Which basically means, like, you have fun doing 24 hours of crafting. Moon says, oh my god. Yeah, anybody's welcome to join. Charles says, add 24-hour hawk. Add 24 hawk. Yeah, exactly. Bella, you can't settle here. Ma'am, this is a drive-through. You're gonna bite me. I know you're gonna bite me. So you have to go away. Girl says, hi, Bella. Lady K says, Bella will settle. Squatter's rights. Sorry, let me catch up on chat a little bit. But yes, Moon is another Twitcher here on Twitch, another streamer here on Twitch who is doing a cross-stitch stream. I'm very, very excited. So if you want to give Moon a follow, they will be live here on Twitch. They do not dual stream on YouTube, so you'd have to follow them over there. But yeah, it's I love when Moon does cross-stitch streams. And Old Guy says he's part of a group called the Cupid Collective that has a special group of patterns if you donate to one of LGBTQIA organizations by Valentine's Day. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, go check out D's 20 Stitches. It's he's a great creator, and he does a lot with his voice. You know what I mean? Like he's a loud voice in the cross stitch community, and he does a lot with it. Charles says biters' rights. See, Bella likes to cuddle, but it's not that she's like mean-spirited in her biting. It's just she likes to cuddle, but she gets very overstimulated, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. And she does that whenever you move, basically. So if she were to lay on me, she would just get really more and more progressively upset, and then she would, and the way that she shows that upset is by biting me. So I know that that's what's going to happen. I don't want her to get that upset, not because of the biting, but because she'd be that upset. So I hope that makes more sense. I mean, she's missing 2 of her canines. Her bites aren't that bad. It's just, I don't want her to be overstimulated and freaking out for her own mental well-being. Because I can't exactly just stop streaming and cuddle her, which is what I would usually do. It says cats are a great example of consent. Yeah. Charles says makes sense. But I'm glad. Yeah, cats are a great example of consent and personal boundaries, because they are very clear when you violate their boundaries, and they're very clear when you violate their consent. She's sitting right here. I don't know if I can show. But yeah, she's just here looking vaguely irritated at me. I know, baby. You're so mad. Charles says cats don't know what a Twitch stream is. That's true. I think Gigi does. I think Gigi knows when it is time to be famous and when it is not time to be famous. But at the same time, I don't know where he is right now because I thought he would want to be famous. I really want to get 4 stitches out of this little tiny piece of floss, because I don't want to have to carry floss over to the next mushroom. Lady K says such a pretty baby cat. She is a pretty baby cat. You wouldn't think that she's 15 years old. Toot says Gigi is probably off being angry about the fact that they're not in bed. Yeah. Charles says telling Toot that they are too sick. Yeah, Gigi gets to be a total bully when Toot's not feeling well. Like, he was... Okay, I can't do that. He was literally yelling at her to go and sleep yesterday. It was so funny. Just, Ella, you're sitting on Daddy's floss. Oof, thank you. Weren't sitting on Daddy's floss. Daddy just... Oh, yeah, you were. I opened the bedroom door because Toot was gonna go lay down. And Gigi came racing over into the bedroom. And when Toot took just a little bit too long to get up from their chair and go over, he came trotting back out, screaming and chirping. Like, you know that like chirp that they do when they're talking to the other cats? Screaming and chirping. And then threw his entire body weight against her leg, trying to get her into the bedroom. It was very cute and very hilarious. Yeah, the lecture chirp. Exactly, Lady K. The "you are doing this wrong, let me correct you" chirp. Lady K says Peeps would do similar when I was out of my room past 11. And she would judge until I was at least in bed. Yeah, that sounds about right for Gigi. He will do his mama a protect, no matter what. Right, now we're over to this mushroom here. Like, this is why I feel like I should be further along on this project than I actually am. Because, like, I have to do these, there's 2 mushrooms here. There's the coffee stand. There's, like, a bell here. And then this flower has a stem, and then this flower has a stem. And then I feel like it's mostly just backstitch from there on out, but what do I know? I'm just stitching it. I find that Mama Witch patterns do have a deceptively large number of stitches. Like, they all look like they'll be a lot fewer than they will be. Yet still we stitch them. Because they're pretty. Charles says Mama Witch cross stitch seems to have a lot more stitches than they seem like they do. Exactly, yeah. I think because the designs are so, they don't look stitch dense because they look very kind of like, not ethereal, but like light. They look like they have a lot of negative space, but they have a lot of decorative elements, like small decorative elements that take a lot more stitches than you think they do. Yeah, Charles is stitching Golden Phillip, which just came out, and says the go to 7K. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. Oh yeah, and the snake that Toot is now is also a Mama Witch. I feel like I just need to be like, raise your hand if you've ever been personally victimized by Mama Witch cross stitch. Because her stuff is gorgeous. And addictive. But oh, the backstitch. The backstitch and the French knots. Dude says no, Mama Witch. We do. We adore Mama Witch. I was just trying to make a Mean Girls joke. I'm a millennial, it's all we have. I think when I'm done, this guy is going up in the kitchen. My Tiny Bobs and my Hocus Pocus, I need coffee to focus. Peace. Beyonce, stop trying to make fetch happen. See, even that sounds mean, and I'm just doing a line. It's just a bit, I swear. Like, we were at a family dinner once. And, like, this wasn't, like, a big family... A big family dinner, like, you know, you've got extended family and everything. It was, like, Toot and I, and my sister, and our parents, and I think, like, maybe a couple of cousins. And then, my sister was going off thing. She was like... And then she starts going like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? And of course, my freaking Big Lebowski brain rot goes, and I said out, no, you're not wrong, you're just an asshole. And she cracked up because she followed completely, and the rest of my family was like, what did you just say? Because I'm not the kind of person to call someone that, especially my sister. But she was laughing, and I was laughing, and the rest of the family was like, what? No, it's just the line from The Big Lebowski, I swear. Charles says, I want to stitch more things to hang up, but it takes a long time to stitch stuff. It does, yes. Unless you're Toot. And Toot says, I need to hang up my ghost, but I shouldn't be on a stepladder right now. Right. No stepladder for Toot. We've got a bunch of stuff that needs to get hung up. It'll get hung up in due time. I mean, you guys saw the binder and the ghosts. Yeah, it says, oh, I would have gone. She was a witch, bro. I don't follow that one, unfortunately. Big Lebowski is not something that should live rent-free in your head. Because I have a touch of the vine about the Wicked Witch. Nope. I have no idea what you're talking about. It was a vine. I'm sure I will find it after stream and watch. But another line from The Big Lebowski that should not be in my head is when someone does something that, like, goes against the social contract, my brain goes, this isn't Nom, there are rules. Which is another Big Lebowski line about bowling. Thank you, Beyonce. Beyonce's gonna find it and put it in Discord. And yes, Toot is correct in that I ain't got gravity riz, no cap, for real. On God. I have no idea what I just said. That's okay. I don't need to know. Not everything has to be for everyone. Leave the youth to their youthfulness. I will sit here and cross-stitch my silly little possums. Toot says, but there's an axolotl on the pink stairs. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of, like, earworm brain rot from TikTok's trends and stuff. Except lately for us, it's Unus Annus clips. Unus Annus and Game Grumps. Carol says, I found I've started to enjoy not knowing the new slang. Let the kids have it. Yeah, exactly. They enjoy it. It's fine. It says I only know enough to weaponize. Yeah, that's the same. Toot knows just enough about Star Trek and Star Wars to be dangerous, and just enough French to be dangerous. Exactly, like Star Wars and Star Trek trivia, she said. Lady K says, I'm old lady coded. I did not know kid slang even was a kiddo. Toot knows just enough about Star Wars to know what they are doing to me emotionally when they send me Anakin Skywalker TikToks. Because if there is one thing that will unleash a 2-hour-long TED Talk on the impact of fear, decision making, and comparing Anakin's fall to the dark side to addiction, is Anakin Skywalker TikToks. Well, guys, taking a little break from your own stitching. Me stitch, thank you. And Toot has redeemed an aliens. Okay. So this is the part of the show where thank you for the hydrate as well. Okay, doing another hydrate. This is the part of the show where I give you an ancient alien fact. God, now I have to do the thing and hydrate twice. So I enjoy the show Ancient Aliens, like, a lot. Actually watching it this morning. And I as a fact about either ancient alien theory or modern alien theory. They're kind of blending together. So today, let's talk about the 4 different types of aliens. Now, former Canadian Defense Minister Paul Hilliard believes that there is, in fact, a galactic federation of several different types or races of aliens which have been visiting Earth. And this corroborates with encounter and abduction narratives. So basically, most alien abductions fall into 4 classes of extraterrestrials. You've got the Greys, which is what we stereotypically think of as an alien, you know, tiny, gigantic foreheads, huge black eyes, gray skin, that kind of thing. You've also got the reptilians, who are reptilian. You've got the insectoids, who are insectoid. They are often described as looking like a giant praying mantis. And then the 4th category of aliens, which are commonly reported, are what are referred to as the Nordics. And the Nordics appear to be humans. They're humanoid. They look like Nordic white people, basically. Tall, fair skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. with no outwardly alien features. So those are your 4 types of aliens that exist. Allegedly. Oh no, I got a knot while I was talking about aliens. Oh no. Oh, come out. Thank you. You cannot make me hydrate just by sending a hydrate emote. That is illegal. It's illegal, I tell you. No, urge to drink rising. Urge to drink rising. Ugh. Heck you. Heck you and your constant hydration. Just for that, I'm putting this really tiny length of thread back on the bobbin for you to do later. Revenge. There are rules, TH. This isn't Nom. I think that is all of the stitches of 350 that I have in this piece. Yes, it's beautiful. Let's do some 728, I think. Carol says I'm up and knitting. But your hands are cold. Ooh. Yes, I have all of my floss on bobbins. That is how we store our floss. That's a lie. I have all of my floss on bobbins except for 2 projects. One is my temperature sal, which I need so little thread and like I only work on it once a week. So I did like a floss card for that. And I also have a floss card for Dinosaur Forest because I'm using blends for that one. But the reason that I have everything on bobbins is we have a shared stash, Toot and I. And keeping everything on bobbins is just a lot easier to manage between the 2 stashes. So yeah. Oh no, I have to count now. Okay, we're going 1 down. Or over. Cheryl says I could bring up my cursed floss situation again. So you did put the stuff that you got on bobbins, then you bought more. That was heroic, like 5-hour bobbinating session. It's divorcing Charles for their floss management. See, you just need an auto bobbinator. That's what you need. And then when it comes in from the store, so first of all, you need an auto floss buyer. And they will either order floss for you or go to the store for you. And then when they come back from the store, they will add the new floss to your inventory spreadsheet and then bobbinate it for you. So basically, all you should have to do, in theory, is say into the universe, I would like to make this pattern. I would like to start it tomorrow, and then all of the floss bobbinated shows up on your desk. The fabric shows up on your desk, pre-cut. Charles says you have an auto bobbinator. It's not fair. So I do all of that for Toot. I enjoy the organization and kitting aspect of projects. So I kit everything up for both of us. So basically Toot will be like, oh, I'm going to start that project on Friday. Get it ready for me, please. And then I do. Because 9.9 times out of 10, they're going to be using 14 count black Ada. And yeah, I just get it set up and they're good to go. I test the pattern in Pattern Keeper, make sure it works. Old guy says, I might like to live in that world. And yes, Toot's side of the equation is being my auto test stitcher. So things like any Mothman. Toot stitched this one for me because it's a test for the shop. Toot stitches a lot of my test stitches. And I am super, super grateful for that. Carl says you stitch so fast. Toot does stitch very fast. I don't know. So Toot and I have tested this. And they don't actually stitch faster than I do. Like, the speed at which we stitch is consistent. They just don't get distracted as much as I do. It's almost like I have ADHD or something. But yeah. So we stitch at the same rate. Toot just produces finished objects quicker than I do. I think is the way to frame that. Which is so impressive. Like, that's not to say it's not impressive, because it really is. Like, insanely so. Toot has discipline. Yeah. Their stitches per minute is the same, but their stitches per day is more. And also, they've only got max 3 projects on the go at a time. Whereas I have a larger than that amount of projects on the go. I bent my needle trying to fix the knot. Got a curve in it now. Well. But yeah, so in general, my floss management system, everything, we've got one skein of everything bobbinated. The bobbinated skeins live in my desk in bobbin boxes. I have 4 bobbin boxes organized by number. Any overflow skeins go in, I have one of those like Mastercraft tool chest nuts and bolts things. I have one of those, and that's where all the overflow skeins go. So then I just pull from that stash to refill these bobbin boxes as needed. Old guy says, I'm usually ready to start stitching and realizing I'm missing a color or two. Yeah, that, and like, I'm the kind of person I'll just start anyways. Right now you are using a variegated DMC 4214, which is blue and white and pink, and having to stitch individual stitches. And Toot says I might need to get some of that. Yeah. Yeah, we are down for the trans floss. He's done a bunch of stuff. I've done stuff in 38. No, not 38. 4218, maybe? There's one that's NB colors. It's like purple and white and other purple and yellow. I like that one too. Oh, you could use that for your Skeleheart. That would be cute. You could do one in trans and one in NB, and then make them smooch. Charles knitting his pan colors per JPS's request. Nice. I love the pan colors. They're so bright and cheerful. Decades ago, you used bobbins. Now you keep it in skeins mostly. Oh, like the original skeins? Or do you wind hanks? I'm trying to figure out how you would keep like the bits of a length that you didn't use organized. Oh, and the original skeins. That is how Charl keeps most of theirs. Well. And I know Moon used to keep them in the original skeins until Like for the first time that they used it, they keep in the original skeins, and then when they're finished with it, then they bobbinate. Hello, Murbo, welcome in. The cross stitch looks really cool. Thank you. This is Coffee Possum by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. Old Guy says I wrap them around the skein label without the number. Okay. And Charles says not most of anymore, just the new stuff. That makes sense. But yeah, we're just doing some stitching, some hanging out. If you're working on anything, let us know. In the 90s, it was easier with fewer DMC colors. I bet. Like, I feel like there are so many colors, and yet the palette is still limited in some ways. When it comes to purples, I feel like we need more purples. Like, they did kind of address that with the 35 new ones. I don't know, I just feel like the purples are lacking. I am falling in love with 154, but it cracks me up because some places call it grape and some places call it deep red, and it's like, it's very clearly a purple. Like, it's not even like a Merlot, it's purple. I love stitching lettering. Like, I really enjoy stitching lettering because most of the time you don't really have to look at the pattern. Especially because, like, it's letters, you know which goes next. Charles says my mom had hers on bobbins in the 90s. I don't like having to do that part yourself, yeah. For this pattern, do you just eyeball it from a photo? No, so I do have a pattern. It's basically like, basically pixel art. I'll show you a little bit of it. I don't know how well you can see that. So it's on a grid, and there's symbols in each square, which tells you which color goes in which square. So I'm following the pattern, and filling in the squares as labeled. A lot of people use digital patterns nowadays, but paper patterns back in the day were the standard. Old Guy says paper patterns look more like graph paper. Yeah. We have some old ones that were hand-drawn, even. But I need to take a little drink here. We're going to take our break. So I'm going to put up the break screen. If you're watching on YouTube, just enjoy the vibes, enjoy the music. If you're watching on Twitch, I am going to run a 3-minute ad. And I'll see you guys back here in 3 minutes. Alright, welcome back, guys. Yes, I did, in fact, force Toot to take some Buckleys on the break. Buckley and cough syrup. And its entire branding is, it tastes awful, but it works. But how? Okay. But yeah, the entire branding is, it tastes awful, but it works. Because it tastes awful, but it works. So it does exactly what it says on the tin. Rachel Raycraft, welcome back! Hello, hello, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. I have been raided. Hello, welcome in, raiders. My name is DH, my pronouns are they, them. And I stitch. I just got a knot as you came in. I do cross stitch. I used to do knitting, but now it's mostly cross stitch and sometimes games. But welcome in, welcome in. We're stitching on a Mama Witch today. I just forced my spouse to take Buckley's cough syrup. You guys know what that is. Hi, Rachel. You Mother Dragons, welcome in. Beyonce Toot is still alive, I promise. I just didn't welcome in. I almost just said welcome into Nightbot. Tilted Hearts, thank you so much for the follow. Tilted Hearts, I was lurking in your stream the other day. Rachel says, I don't, but doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's, the tagline for the brand is, it tastes awful, but it works. Because they know how bad it is. No, Beyonce, pay no attention to the Toot. Behind the curtain is just fine. But yes, thank you for joining us. As Toot said, feel free to raid and run. I know when I finish streaming, I have to go and do all the things. If you did come in with the raid and you want to stay, please remember to refresh the page so you count as a landed visitor. Beyonce, it's okay. Tilted Heart says, just lurking right now. Toddler's still running wild. But glad you could catch the stream. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I was off last week, but I usually stream Thursdays and Saturday mornings, 10 to 12 Eastern. If you are looking for someone to hang out with while you're stitching, you can also check out my spouse, Toot. Let's just do a quick shout out here. Oh my god, why is my keyboard not keyboarding? Okay. Toot does no talking gaming streams. It's basically like horror ASMR. So they just play games. It's like hanging out with your older sibling, sitting on the couch, watching them play games while you stitch or knit or whatever you want to do. Very cozy. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday mornings. Rachel says, unfortunately I'm on dinner duty and our entire cupboard needs to be updated with this easy weeknight dinner you picked up. You must run to the shop. Alright. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your dinner. Moon's auto cooker is woken up, so I'm on the TV now. Hello! Hi, Commander. I just waved. Here, I'll wave at the camera. Deontay is still trying to rescue Toot. Old guy, sorry, which variety of Buckley's? The Buckley's Complete, which is actually not the worst tasting. The Buckley Original, the Buckley's Original is the worst. The Buckley's Complete is not that bad. Lady K says, every time you say Toot's okay, I think of the dead parrot skit. He's just resting. Toot is a ghost. I love that Toot is a ghost who still has taste buds. Yeah, complete is good. It does work really well. But yeah, it's Charles says, why don't they leave in the working and add taste good? I honestly don't know. I think they tried with some of the newer stuff, but the stuff that doesn't taste good still works the best. Hi, Thomas. Thomas says hi. Charles says hi, Thomas. But yeah. My dad has a theory that Buckley's, the reason it works so well is that it tastes so bad, you have to get better so you can stop taking it. Oh, the Patchouli Girl, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I missed that. Beyonce says, I'm assuming the taste buds died when you turned her into a ghost with that nasty stuff. True. Well, I'm just a widower now, apparently. Toot is a ghost. Moon says, heck, Buckley's. Like licking a pine tree's butthole. Yeah, that's really accurate. Lady Hay says, so it's along the lines of why a shot of whiskey or vodka can clear a bad sinus infection? Possibly. It's so bad that everything else is pushed out. But anyways, hi Raiders, welcome. I'm so glad you joined us for this chaos moment of me murdering my spouse with cough syrup. Oh, that sounds terrible, because that actually happens. Yes, it says, I would avenge you, Toot, but, like, it's so far to travel. Charles says, I've been imagining it tastes like pine sol smells. You're not far off. Like, pine sol with, like, burning, but thick. Because the menthol makes it just burn. It's kind of like if you took pine sol and Vicks, and it tastes like that. It tastes like how that smells. Oh, Cow came out to say hello. Are you going back into your hide now? Oh, you're just gonna be grumpy. If you guys were in the Discord server, did a video of how, what did I just do? I posted I posted a video of Pao being a menace and stomping against her glass. It's in the animal chat section. So sound on for that, because it's like, you think a tortoise would be a quiet pet because they don't really make noise on their own. Not. They are not. I mean, they might be if you keep them in a separate room, but if they're in the same room as you, and Pao's enclosure is directly behind us here. Toot says it's the eye contact for me. Yeah, the direct eye contact while stomping and making noise. Yep. Carl says, I'm allergic to pine. Don't try to send me any. Alright. I will take that out of your next package. Pao's a drummer. Pao is the entire percussive section. The menace. She's just a menace. Catch up breath time. Where's her triangle? That would be the little ball that she thinks is an egg. That's the thing that goes jingle jangle. Hi, Bells. Are you what the people came to see? Are you the people's elbow? I give them all this space. So if Early were to come up on my desk right now, fit in this little triangle of space. Bella says, perhaps Father is prepared to be a bed now. Father is not prepared to be a bed now. Father is still stream. Father is still stream. And the music died. I'm back. There we go. Bella, when I was distracted by the music, did you snuggle up with me? Is that what you're supposed to be? You're giving me angry tail flicks, which tells me that you are not feeling well. Old guy, this is 728, is the color I'm stitching the word coffee in. The good thing about Mama Witch patterns is that you've stitched a couple of them, you pretty much have all of the colors in stash for stitching more of them. Because she has a very definite palette. It says Bella is so very sure she's sneaky all of the times. And she is very, like, she thinks she was sneaky just now. That no one's gonna notice. That she just curled up on my chest. I actually think this is the last of the 728 that I need for this piece. I'm not really going color by color, I'm going more like motif by motif. I want to do these mushrooms and then this coffee stand next, I think. And I think that'll be like a bulk of the stitches that are left, and then I can just focus on filling in the other stuff, and then of course doing the back stitch. Let's just check. Yep, that's all of the 728. Charlotte says more people than she could have imagined have noticed. Is that right? Were you not sneaky at all? Okay, so before she came to curl up on my chest, she came over, she headbutted my tablet that has Pattern Keeper and my pattern on it. She came over, sat on my chest. I just put my tablet back up, which is why she got off my chest to knock over the tablet again and then come settle back down. I see no other reason for her getting up just now than maliciously knocking over my pattern tablet. It was the light bugging you or something? No stitching only, Bella. You're a lot, ma'am. demands all of the love and attention. Yeah. There's only Bella. There is no other than Bella. Did I pull 732 or did I only pull 738? Oh, oh, that's 632. Let's do 632. Boop. It says I used to think we raised very loving cats. Turns out we just raised bullies. Yeah. We did just raise bullies. Bella, you can't stand cross stitch. I know you very much want to. Okay, heck that thing, I guess. Bella. Bella, my love. My love. Just want some love. That's a good girl. Okay, this is an only cat stream now. It's the Bella show now. It is the Bella show. Not even showing you her pretty face. Maybe if I scritched over here, she'll come around. No. Well, while I'm taking a moment to love Bella, I'm just gonna plug the Tiny Garden Sal again. Tiny Garden is a 5-part mystery stitch along. I'm running. It is dropping. Thank you so much for dropping that link, Toot. The first clue comes out March 3rd, so that's just about 2 weeks from now. I am so excited for you guys to see what's coming up. It's beautiful, it's vibrant, it's glowing, it's magical. So yeah, if you want to sign up, if you did the Tiny Witch Sal last year, it's a very similar vibe, but similar, different vibe, actually, I would say. Check it out. It's not a super large stitch along. The full thing is about 5,000 stitches. It comes out over the course of 6 weeks. Yeah, I hope you will come and stitch with us. I am so excited about it. Thank you, Old Guy. Old Guy says I'm excited by the Sal. Toot says it's so cute. It is really cute. I'm really proud of this one. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. So yeah, check it out. Toot put the link in both chats. You can sign up on Coffee. You can also sign up on Etsy. It's just cheaper on Coffee. That's the same with all of my patterns. If you want to check out the Etsy or the Coffee, the Etsy prices have to include the extra Etsy fees. So Coffee's always going to be where the patterns are the best deal for you. Okay, so you can hear that I'm getting congested. It's because Bella is like grinding up against my sinuses. This is my life now. Fiance says we've been deemed unworthy of her face. Yeah. Yeah, I am running this. So the Sal, if you want to get in touch with me, there's a bunch of ways. You can get in touch with me through email. You can get in touch with me in the Discord. We've got our own channel for the Sal. I'm also have an event up on Stitchmunity. If you guys are in Stitchmunity, you have a community. It is a project that I am working on. We are trying to build basically a social site for stitchers, along with a place to keep notes, share our projects. We're kind of on the down low right now. We're waiting to really push it for members, but the site is open. It is up. It is available if you want to. So I'm going to be running the event there as well in the event section. And Toot, my wonderful mod, is putting up all of the links for the Discord server, the Etsy, the coffee shop, Stitchmunity. I am loving Bella. We're probably just gonna end the stream like this. Like, let's be real. I'm not doing any more stitching today. I usually wrap up around noon anyways. I've gotta go and get us some dinner. I wanted to get some pasta salad in the fridge this morning. It didn't happen, unfortunately. I got the pasta done, and it's one of those mixes where you just like put the oil and the vinegar and the packet in. I just need to cut up the vegetables for it. So that'll be dinner. That'll be dinner. It'll be good. Yeah, I think that's all of the things. There will be a new pattern dropping tomorrow in all of I think you guys will like it. It is of Trans Icon Blaha. No, Trans Icon Blaha, the shark. We're putting up a fun little pattern of him in both of the shops tomorrow. If you follow the Instagram or you follow me on Blue Sky, I need to put in a command for Blue Sky. But you can find me there. I'm the Cozy DH. I'm the Cozy DH everywhere. If you search somewhere for the Cozy DH, it's gonna be me. So I put them all up there. I do new patterns and new releases and things like that. You can follow me on both places there as well. And yeah, Toot had to make my own Instagram command because apparently I'm a boomer. Oh, okay, we're done now? We're done. No, we're not done. So thank you, Toot, for helping me with all of those links while I was doing the little here, taking care of the mish. So this is Bella. She is our oldest child. She's about she's gotta be 16 now, actually. So she's she started nipping at me because she's starting to get overstimulated. So I'm just gonna let her be right now. She's 16. She's our oldest child. All of the money that I make from streaming, from Etsy, from the Patreon, it goes right into their care. Bella has a weird eye thing, and you guys paid for her antibiotics. So I am always and forever 100% grateful for you in this community in helping us take care of all of our children. I'm just going to hold her head because she wants, but I'm not going to because you're feeling overstimmy. Yeah, you are. But thank you guys so much for joining me for today's stream. It's been really nice because I did take that week off. It's been nice to be back. I'm going to be back again Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern to around noon. Toot is going to be back tomorrow, Friday morning, 10 to 12 on both Twitch and YouTube. She's going to be playing Inscription tomorrow, which is a very good, it's best ambient music. Like the music, the sound effects, it's so good. Definitely wear your headphones for that because it's got that like really good bone shaking vibration-y music. So yeah, so I'll be hanging out and chat with her. Next week's schedule will go up in the Discord on Sunday. It's probably going to be a Crafty Chat Monday and streams Thursday, Saturday. But yeah, you can stay tuned for that. And I think that's all the news that I have for you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This has been so much fun. I've missed you guys. I've missed streaming. I am really happy to be back. And I am really happy to be streaming with you again and hanging out. So I'm going to go resurrect Toot from the dead and feed them some lunch. I'm going to make sure Ella gets her dental treats for her remaining canine teeth. And oh, she's purring. Guys, she's purring. It's super cute. So what I would like us all to do right now is everyone who's currently watching on Twitch, say goodbye to everybody who's currently watching on YouTube. I'm going to put up the ending screen. And everybody who is watching on YouTube, say goodbye to everybody who's watching on Twitch. I love my YouTube viewers. I know it's hard to find live streams on YouTube. So I'm so grateful that you found me and that you decided to hang out with us for a little bit. So goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, my friends on YouTube. I will see you in the Discord. I will see you in the coffee shop. I will see you in the comments. But most importantly, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. All right. So now it's just us here on Twitch.